As I take my morning stroll and I see divine everywhere, Naga, you have actually taught me to see divine everywhere. And not only have you taught me to see divine everywhere, you have also taught me to see the divine in me. Thank you, Naga. Love always, Bluebird.
My name is Tufase, and I am one of the people that Brother Naga has helped, talked to. There's a lot of things that I could talk about that he has helped me with. He's helped me with, just accepting life, just going with the flow, understanding that I come from a bloodline of love. And my daughter doesn't deserve to be looked at about who she could be, but just accepted for who she is right now. I don't want to say he's a vulnerable man, but I do want to say he is an honest man. And with honesty, there is vulnerability. You don't really, nowadays, you don't really come across a lot of vulnerable people who still have heart when it comes to helping others in a field of the unknown. He's not the type of man that's like, I'm right, you're wrong. No, he's just very secure. That is another thing that helps me too. Just him being so secure in his knowledge and his wisdom and his connection with the divine. It has helped me feel more secure in my own, little by little, bit by day. Since talking to him though, it definitely has increased a lot. I can say that. And when I had nobody to talk to, he was there. It was nice just sitting down. His voice is also very soothing. So, if y'all are tired, if you're tired, just go to his YouTube, watch his live. His voice is very soothing, y'all. Very soothing. Especially, since for me, what helps me feel a lot better is that I know he's not, how do I say this? I know he's not speaking ill. He's speaking life. And I like that a lot. So yeah, I'm very thankful I had met him. And now we're gonna continue to grow. Bye.
Right on the vibes, green rising, Naga right here. You see it. It's just right here. Come in this color right here. This is a thicker material. It's different from the other ones. The image is a lot larger shirt. It even has them created by NagaNeter. This is the type of shirt that it is. It's nice. I like it. And also, it's direct to garment, so that the image is in the garment or whatever. I'm gonna show y'all the next one. Oh, hold on. The camera right. Alright, y'all. Here go the other joint right here. This is a license summer wear. You see the color is like a mocha. The image is a little bit smaller, kind of darker too. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just, and this is a cheaper one too. This is not as expensive as that one is over there. But they both come in a box, comes with them or whatever. And this also has, on the back, you can see created by Naga. This is the first one, company I use. They still got some growing to do. The other company I use, they're more into their season as far as how they did their job. But you can see, it's dope. So you want this right here, inbox me. You know what I'm saying? And I get it right out to you. The vibes. So the packaging finally came in. That's the box. They'll be sent out to you in. Dope box right there. Got a whole stack of those. So what it's gonna look like inside the box for that particular one. Already got one packaged up, just so y'all can see what it'll look like when it'll show up. Really dope, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, get ready for that. You know what I mean? If you interested, that's what it'll be coming in. You know what I mean? Trying to add some more things, but I ain't gonna hold you, just trying to show you something. Naga the Wise. Get with me, link up. Supreme Rising, y'all. What's going on? I ain't did an upload in a minute. I figure I'd do one of these because the live streams be on. I'm tired of doing live streams. People be hating on my videos so hard, yo. Anyway, so I'm already on it. I really want to say a lot, but then, I don't know. Hold on. Somebody stuck. My bad. It's like somebody was revving the, whatever, the wheel or whatever. Like somebody stuck in the dirt. Anyway, I be wanting to say a lot, yo. But then I watch intention. A long time ago, a lot of things I be wanting to explain, you can't explain none of this shit with lies, yo. You can't. It's just something that doesn't happen. And I've said to people 1,000,001 times, anything that you say in opposite to fortuitive growth, progression, for anyone. Whether you have a personal judgment towards it or not, you are literally dealing with the adversary. That's what you are doing at that moment. This is why I don't really never address anything, because the judgment will always be in the supreme energy's hand, the thing that creates everything that you guys believe in and call them, celestial or deifying creatures, whatever name you want to put on them individually of their standpoint and title. Who knows, good, bad, or indifferent, where they stand at, but anything that comes into the flesh first has to rise into its divine aspect. That's why Divine said you're going to make a lot of mistakes, but these are not purpose mistakes. You'll do something out of anger, but then get an opportunity to comprehend that your anger was going too far. You get that opportunity. Premeditated means you're thinking about how you want to hurt something. You're planning it. You had time to calm down and everything, and you still have a disdain and hate. You have a personal issue inside of you. People who hold on to negative things, that's the same thing as anything that's not created directly from the source. That's why it challenges and questions. Security with Divine gives you peace in any circumstance, no matter where you are. People will try to affect you with negative things just to point a finger. The only other thing that ever did that in history, known to existence, was the adversary. Nothing else has ever did that first. And before that energy was even existing, for us to have it as a digression, religious concepts, this is not what we digressed to before, because it wasn't broken. I understand what everybody's saying about what they need to represent. Of course you need that, because you are so far gone right now. You need a physical representation of what it looks like to rise. You need something physical to see that, because you can't understand, can't fathom the unknown. That's why you keep doing it. That entitled energy that this world taught you to be, the flesh is always going to be like anxious to that. It's always going to be like anxious. It's going to be moving. You're going to feel like, because you add stuff into your body that's not supposed to be into your body. You do stuff with your body. So your body literally doesn't have an integrity on what the right thing is. All your information is based off how you transcend through negativity, not through how you resisted the negativity. You talking about, everybody want to talk about strength. But every time something happens, you go out, go into it. Like if something happens, you can't resist it. You have to say something nasty out of your mouth. You got to push forward to make your point known. You don't have a sense of unconditional love or selfless acts that come out of you. There's always a question or a combatance when somebody's happiness transcends the level of which you can comprehend. If you can't control something, you have a different mentality opposing to the value of what you lack in control with. I can continue with what negativity does. Even when negativity is embarrassed, watch people when certain people come around and things are good for them. Watch their faces. And somebody's actually saying something nice to someone, but you can see behind their eyes that they really didn't mean them no good. I've had friends like that. And I would say, damn, and I would think to myself, damn, if you would talk to them like that and I could see that's some bullshit you say to them right now, I can imagine what you probably said about me plenty of times, right? So speaking is not the best thing. And attention is way more important. It's way more important because you get to see all the facets of people trying to express their negative outputs in some form of value to make everybody else feel bad so they can gain that attention. What does that mean? Well, sometimes people will run and tell you something that's already done. It's already happened. It's finished. But they'll say, oh, it's me. This what happened. Now other people are charged up off something that doesn't even have no energy connected to it. It's because the individual doesn't take responsibility or accountability. So they need to push the bar. That negative energy always has to fulfill a space. It has to be filled with its attribute. Positivity, it's naturally connected to all the root factors of what divine has as far as fortuitiveness and progression. So positivity doesn't always have to check itself unless you're overdoing it, right? But negativity, darkness, and people like to think that darkness is more powerful than divine. Let me explain something to you. Darkness didn't have existence until divine came into existence. Death wasn't even a thing. You understand what nothing is? And then people will say, but it was dark. Yeah, nothing. The only time something came into the darkness is when divine stepped into the darkness, into a space of emptiness is the absence of everything. But in the retrospect of combination, creation, and planting the seed, so is the start. The seed goes into the ground and gets covered up with the pressure, and then out of the darkness it grows. But the whole time it's growing towards the light. How do you symbolically put power on that when it can't even hold down a baby seed? Anything that covers up anything is only a band-aid until it can heal itself. Divine has given us everything we need to heal ourselves the right way, but we choose to do everything that divine says we're not supposed to. We choose to go against the cardinal comprehensions. We choose to judge. We choose